In Brawl Stars, every single player's journey starts with Shelly. She is the first brawler you ever get your hands on. But, and this is a big but, calling her a starter really doesn't do her justice. Today, we're going to break down how this very first character can actually become a game-winning superstar.
Her official description pretty much tells you everything you need to know about her core design. Reliable, tough, and absolutely lethal with that shotgun. I mean, that's her whole identity right there in a nutshell.
So, since she's the first brawler for literally everyone, Shelly's whole kit is really designed to teach you the core mechanics of the game. To get that foundation, let's take a look at what she can really do with maxed out stats.
Okay, so officially her class is Damage Dealer, which, sure, makes sense. But it's the other stats that tell the real story. With 7,800 health, she can definitely take a punch. And with that fast movement speed, she can decide when and where to fight. That combo of being both durable and fast, that's the key to her entire playstyle.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Everything Shelly does really boils down to two things, her shotgun and her super. And understanding the rhythm between them, how one basically fuels the other, that's the first real step to mastering her.
So on one hand, you've got her main attack, Buckshot, which is this simple cone of 5 pellets. And then you have her super shell. Now, it looks like just a powered-up version with 9 pellets, but oh, it is so much more. It's not just about more damage, it knocks enemies back, and, maybe most importantly, it completely reshapes the battlefield by just destroying obstacles.
And this right here, this brings us to the single most important rule of playing Shelly. Distance is everything. Just like a real shotgun, her power is all about how close you are. Yeah, you can chip away from a distance, but to really dominate, you have to get in their face and land every single one of those pellets.
So just how powerful are we talking up close? At max level, a single point-blank shot can slam an enemy for 3,000 damage. Just think about that for a second. That's enough to just instantly delete a lot of other brawlers right off the map.
And you really can't think of her super as just a big damage button. No way. It's a map breaker. Its ability to just vaporize walls and bushes changes everything. In a mode like Brawl Ball, you can instantly blow up the defenses around the goal, creating a wide-open shot that just wasn't there a second ago.
So her core kit is already powerful, but this is where things get really interesting, when you start leveling her up and unlocking gadgets and star powers. This is where you go beyond the basics and start customizing Shelly to fit how you want to play.
First up, we've got her Fast Forward gadget. And this thing is pure aggression. It gives you a quick dash to close that gap on an enemy, and get this, it instantly reloads your ammo so you can just keep up that relentless pressure. Her second gadget, Clay Pigeons, does pretty much the exact opposite. It temporarily fixes her biggest weakness, fighting at a distance. For your next 3 shots, that wide spread gets way tighter, giving you some surprising accuracy and letting you challenge brawlers you normally couldn't even touch.
So this gives you a really clear tactical choice, right? Do you double down on her strengths with the aggression of Fast Forward, or do you try to patch up her weaknesses with the precision of Clay Pigeons? The right call really just depends on the map and your team composition.
All right, let's talk star powers. Shell Shock adds this awesome layer of control to her super. Any enemy hit by it gets slowed for 2 whole seconds, making it incredibly hard for them to get away from a follow-up shot from you or your team.
Her other choice is Band-Aid, and this one is all about survival. Once every 15 seconds, if your health drops below 40%, you just get an instant burst of healing. It can absolutely be the difference between winning a fight and getting sent all the way back to spawn.
So the choice is yours once again. Do you want more battlefield control with Shell Shock, or do you want that personal survivability, that little safety net from Band-Aid?
But now we get to her ultimate form, the double-barrel hypercharge. This is the ability that takes Shelly from being a constant threat and turns her into an absolute walking disaster for the other team.
The process itself is super straightforward. As you're landing your normal attacks, you fill up this purple meter. Once it's full, you smash that hypercharge button, and for a short time you become this empowered beast. And your next super gets a massive upgrade.
And I mean, just look at all the buffs you get here. It's not just one thing. Your super gets way bigger and fires more pellets, all while you get faster, tougher, and you deal more damage. You literally become a walking destruction machine. It's awesome.
Okay, so we've got the basic kit, we've got the custom gadgets, and we've got the ultimate hypercharge. So how do you actually put it all together?
Let's talk about some pro-level tips and take a quick look at how she's evolved over the years. These are the little habits that separate the good Shelly players from the great ones. Use that wide attack spread to safely check bushes without face-checking them. Time your super just right to cancel an enemy's big ability. And always remember that your insane burst damage makes you one of the best tank busters in the entire game.
And you know, this timeline really shows her journey. She's been in the game since day one, but she has never, ever been left behind. From star powers to gadgets to the recent hypercharge, the game has constantly been giving her new tools to stay competitive.
So when you put all of this together, her role becomes crystal clear. Shelly is the undisputed queen of close quarters combat. Your job is to control that space. Use the map to your advantage and make the enemy team absolutely terrified to get anywhere near you.
I mean, her kit has been constantly upgraded with game-changing gadgets and a truly devastating hypercharge. It kind of makes you wonder, right? Is it possible that the very first brawler you ever get might still be one of the most powerful?
And that's our breakdown of Shelly. Thanks for joining us for this explainer, and we will see you on the next one.